Nothing to it.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Nothing to It. I'm your host, the Tulip Guy, and today I'm going to be retaping a hockey stick. We're going to be taping two things on this hockey stick. One is going to be the top part of the stick with the knob and part of the handle for where you're going to be gripping with your hand. The other part is going to be the blade. We're going to go from the heel to the toe. One of the reasons that we replace the tape on our hockey stick, because sometimes you'll see it starts fraying, starts pulling apart a little bit. The edges get a little messed up by the top. And on the heel, bottom part of our hockey stick, the blade, you can see where there's rough edges. Basically, you want to be retaping this part of the stick in order to help preserve and protect your hockey blade and get a little bit extra life out of it. In most cases, you'll see players or parents retaping their sticks at the moment they're at the arena. So they'll usually be trying to fight with their hands to like rip this off and unwind it. You can actually do that. You'll see now you can actually get a little piece of the edge and just start slowly unraveling it from your stick. In the event that you're able to do this from home, you can actually take a knife and you can gently score the tape and peel it all off at once. You can also do that on the blade of your stick as well. But in most cases, again, you're going to be able to peel it from the edge and pull it away from the stick. Now that you have your stick free of all the tape, you'll end up with this lovely clump ball of all the old tape that was on it. You can throw that away. I usually like starting from the top. Top part is the knob. One thing I'm going to be doing is doing this in several kinds of tape. Because my child would like a pink blade, I'll do that in pink later, and a rainbow handle. Because I'm running low on this rainbow tape, I am going to start with black hockey tape first, starting from the knob. I'll start that in a moment. Starting with the top. Get a little piece of the black tape. Get an edge started and start as close as you can to the top. But carefully now, wrap that tape around that hockey stick about 10 to 12 times, or to whatever size of a knob that you want on the top of the stick. Once you have that to your desired thickness, from here you can actually continue wrapping around the stick about a hand width wide. You can choose to do what I was doing a minute ago. You can spin the stick, or you can actually pull it tight and start wrapping around. Pulling that tape tight so as to not get any wrinkles in your stick. Sorry, in your tape. Moving your way down the stick at a slight angle. Once you have enough tape to the length of your hand, you can then wrap around once or twice straight. And if you do have a pair of scissors, you cut it off, keeping it taut with the edge of that tape against your stick. As I said, I'm going to be putting the rainbow tape on, starting the same way we did with wrapping Again, starting as close to the top as possible. Making sure the knob doesn't have any wrinkles as you come off the edge into this stick. Once again, at the bottom, using a pair of scissors so you can get a nice clean cut. Cut your tape. Try to flatten it on against the side of your stick as best you can. Now you have the top of your stick for your grip and the knob so it doesn't fall out of your hand when taking shots. Kind of works out that we're going to be doing the blade of the stick and this nice pink tape. It's going to be really easy to see on the video here, I think. But what I'd like to start off doing is take a strip and put it down the length of your stick. And that's a starter piece for you. This also covers the stick completely of all these little damaged edges here. This happens from your kid like tapping the ice all the time, trying to tell the rest of their team that they're open. All those repeated hits slowly damages the stick, allowing moisture to get into it. So if we can tape it up, protect it as best we can, we'll increase the life of our stick. As I said, we'll peel this off first. Starting at the toe, all the way down the length. Cut it off near the heel. Once you've snipped it off, starting in the middle, slowly fold over the edges. Come back to the middle, slowly fold over the edges all the way up to the toe. This gives you a starting point to start wrapping. This next part here depends on your preference. Some people wrap it from the toe to the heel. My personal one is to start from the heel and wrap it all the way to the toe. What I like to do, start where the edge of the damage is. And just basically get it kind of started there. Pull it taut around the first edge. If you happen to accidentally separate the tape, just twist it and snap it off. Otherwise, that's going to continue on for the duration of your tape wrapping. You don't want that there. Got another one here too. Get rid of all that. Anyway, like I said, come all the way back around. As best you can, cover that starting spot that you had. And working towards the toe, do a slight angle, covering the hockey stick completely, keeping the tape taut so you don't get any wrinkles in it. Continue this all the way up to your toe. Now this next part is a personal preference. You can stop here after you cover up the edge of the tape. You gave it that extra length to cover up the damaged areas of the wood on your stick. You can stop there and cut it off when you need to and just end your taping. But if you want to cover the whole toe, I'm going to show you that right now. What you can do is get a little extra length now, and because of the shape kind of tapers off on that round edge, I'm going to, maybe we'll get one more length pulled tight here actually. Yeah, we're going to get one more. So now what we'll do, trying to get a better angle here for you so you can see. Maybe like this. On the next part, you'll actually extend it past the blade, fold it against, and coming up the top, you can also do the same. Fold it over, making sure you still overlap this part of the blade. Fold your tape, and then pinch this together. Matching the other piece on the other side, keep folding it. Until you've folded over enough times, slowly overlapping the previous piece, until you've covered the entirety of the toe of your blade. Once you've covered it, cut the tape free from the blade. That's covering the whole toe. I'm going to show you how to trim this off now with the scissors in order to keep that toe protected. So what you're going to want to do next, take the pair of scissors that you have and slowly come in, cutting along the contour edge of that hockey stick. Get rid of that scrap piece. You can take all those little pieces at the edge of your stick and fold them over, totally encasing that hockey blade. Now you have a fully protected stick and a handle. If you wanted to add a little extra to your stick, there is grip tape you can purchase that you can also wrap around. There's also a special grip tape that's got little finger grooves in it that you can put on and also tape to your hockey stick. There's just other options out there for you. Another thing about the bottom of the stick here, the reason people would tape all the way up to the toe is sometimes you get those hockey plays where people are in at the boards and they're fighting and jabbing at it. This takes a lot of hits against the boards and from other sticks. It's just an added precaution. You don't have to go all the way to the top. You can just stop part way down like I said earlier. It's just more protection. Also, you can get some wax. You can put wax on the bottom of the hockey stick here, this bottom half, on the bottom here, and on the bottom half of the backside as well. That helps the ice buildup stay off your stick, and it also helps protecting the tape just a little bit longer. That concludes today's episode on how to retape your hockey stick, top to bottom. If you like seeing content like this, please like, subscribe, and always remember, there's nothing to it.